Hello, kids. Are you ready for an amazing adventure in space? As we embark on this journey, imagine being in a spaceship, piloted by a fun-loving cartoon character, all set to introduce us to the marvels of the universe, our very own solar system. The solar system, filled with planets, moons, asteroids, and the shining star we call the sun, is a vast cosmic playground. Each planet has its own unique features, its own story to tell, and we are about to discover them all. But first, let's talk about the sun, the star that holds everything together. It's an enormous blazing ball of gas, burning so brightly that it lights up our days and gives us warmth to survive. It's the heart of our solar system, without which life as we know it wouldn't exist. So, buckle up, adventurers. As we start our journey with the sun, the star at the center of our solar system, it's super hot and gives us light and warmth. Next, we have Mercury, the closest planet to the sun. It's a tiny powerhouse, dancing in the sun's fiery embrace. As the smallest planet in our solar system, Mercury has no moons or rings, but it sure does have an interesting story to tell. It speeds around the sun in a mere 88 Earth days, making it the fastest planet in our solar system. But don't let its speed fool you. A day on Mercury, from sunrise to sunrise, is a staggering 176 Earth days long. Talk about a long day. Mercury is a world of extremes. Its surface is pockmarked with craters, remnants from a time when our solar system was a cosmic shooting gallery. During the day, temperatures on Mercury can reach a scorching 800 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. And yet, when night falls, the temperatures plunge to a frigid minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit. That's because Mercury has virtually no atmosphere to hold on to the sun's heat. But wait, there's more. Let's zip over to Venus, our next stop. Venus is often dubbed Earth's twin because it's roughly the same size as our planet, but the similarities end there. Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system, even though it's not the closest to the sun. How can that be? Well, Venus has a thick atmosphere filled with carbon dioxide that acts like a blanket, trapping heat from the sun. This runaway greenhouse effect makes Venus hotter than Mercury, with surface temperatures averaging 867 degrees Fahrenheit. Venus is also unique in another way. It rotates on its axis in the opposite direction to most other planets. This means that on Venus, the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. Imagine seeing that. Venus is the hottest planet with thick clouds that trap heat. It's like a sizzling oven. So if you're ever planning a vacation in the solar system, you might want to skip Venus unless you're a fan of extreme heat and sulfuric acid rain. Here's our home, Earth. It's the perfect place for us with oceans, mountains, and all the things we love. Earth, the third planet from the sun, is unique in its own right. It's the only known planet to support life, a fact that makes it incredibly special. Earth's surface is covered by about 70% water, which fills our oceans, rivers, and lakes. The remaining 30% is land with vast forests, towering mountains, scorching deserts, and frozen tundras. Our Earth is a vibrant, living entity with weather patterns that change and ecosystems that adapt. But the Earth isn't just about nature. It's also home to over 7 billion people, each with their own stories, cultures, and ways of life. We've built cities that light up the night sky, invented technologies that have changed the way we live, and explored the farthest reaches of our planet. Now let's move on to our neighboring planet, Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the sun and is often referred to as the red planet due to its reddish appearance. This is caused by iron oxide or rust on its surface. Mars is a cold desert world with a thin atmosphere, and its surface features both the highest mountain and the deepest, longest valley in the solar system. While Mars may not have oceans or forests like Earth, it has a unique beauty of its own. The landscape is dotted with towering volcanoes, wide valleys, and vast plains. It's a place of mystery and exploration, and scientists are always discovering new things about this fascinating planet. Interestingly, Mars is seen as the most Earth-like planet in our solar system, and there's a lot of excitement around the possibility of humans visiting and even living there one day. Imagine a new chapter in the grand story of exploration right next door on Mars. Mars is often called the red planet. Maybe someday we can visit and explore it. Jupiter is the biggest planet, and it has a giant storm called the Great Red Spot. Now, doesn't that sound fascinating? Let's dive a bit deeper into the wonderful world of Jupiter. You see, Jupiter is not only the largest planet in our solar system, but it's also the fourth brightest object in our sky. Imagine that. This gas giant is so big that over 1,000 Earths could fit inside it. Yes, you heard that right. Over 1,000. It has a strong magnetic field, and it's mostly made up of hydrogen and helium, just like the Sun. And remember the Great Red Spot I mentioned? It's a storm that has been raging on Jupiter for at least 300 years. 3 centuries of constant storming. Wow. Jupiter is also known for its beautiful bands of clouds that streak across its atmosphere. These bands are created by differences in the thickness and height of the ammonia ice clouds within Jupiter's diverse atmospheres. It's a colorful spectacle that leaves everyone in awe. Now let's move on to the next marvel of our solar system, Saturn. Saturn is famous for its beautiful rings made of ice and rock. It's like a cosmic hula hoop. Indeed, when you think of Saturn, you probably picture its iconic rings. These rings are made up of billions of particles, ranging from tiny, dust-sized icy grains to big chunks of ice. Saturn is the second largest planet in our solar system, and it's known as a gas giant, just like Jupiter. It has a pale yellow hue due to ammonia crystals in its upper atmosphere. Saturn is also home to at least 82 moons. Yes, 82, the largest one, Titan, is even bigger than the planet Mercury. So there you have it. The magnificent Jupiter and Saturn, each with its own unique features and mysteries, adding to the wonder and beauty of our vast solar system. As we continue our journey through the cosmos, let's remember how each planet, each celestial body, contributes to the grand tapestry of the universe. Uranus is a little different. It spins on its side. Quite the oddball in our solar system, isn't it? This 7th planet from the Sun is a gas giant, just like Jupiter and Saturn, but it's got a unique twist to it, literally. You see, most planets spin like a top, but not Uranus. It rolls along its orbit like a ball. This unusual tilt means that its poles experience 21 years of continuous sunlight, followed by 21 years of darkness. Talk about extreme seasons. Now let's delve a little deeper into Uranus. It's enveloped in a thick layer of gas, primarily hydrogen and helium, with a smidgen of methane that gives Uranus its beautiful blue-green hue. The planet's atmosphere is pretty chilly, making it one of the coldest in our solar system. But what's even more interesting about Uranus? It has a rocky core, twice the size of Earth, and a plethora of moons, 27 in total. Some of these moons are named after Shakespearean characters like Oberon and Titania. How cool is that? Now, shifting our gaze further into the outer reaches of our solar system, we encounter Neptune, the 8th and final planet from the Sun. It's known as the blue planet due to its striking deep azure color, a result of methane in its atmosphere. It's so far from the Sun that it takes a whopping 165 Earth years for Neptune to orbit around it once. Neptune holds the title for the windiest planet in our solar system, with gusts reaching up to 1,500 miles per hour. That's faster than the speed of sound on Earth. Picture a storm with winds that could sweep you off your feet in a blink. And just like its neighbor, Uranus, Neptune also boasts a collection of moons, the most famous being Triton, a frozen world that spews nitrogen ice from beneath its surface. Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun and super windy. It's like a giant icy storm. Remember, every planet in our solar system, from Mercury to Neptune, has its own unique charm and mystique. So keep exploring, keep learning, and who knows? Maybe one day you'll discover a new planet, a star, or a whole new galaxy. And don't forget Pluto. Even though it's a dwarf planet, it's still a part of our solar system. This tiny, icy world is located in an area known as the Kuiper Belt, a region filled with frozen objects left over from the formation of the solar system. Don't let its size fool you, though. Pluto is an intriguing place with mountains, valleys, and possibly even a subsurface ocean. Now, let's take a moment to remember the awe-inspiring journey we've just been on, zipping through space from the fiery Sun, past the rocky planets of Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, through the gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn, and beyond the icy realms of Uranus, Neptune, and finally, Pluto. Each planet, with its unique characteristics, contributes to the magnificent tapestry of our solar system. Wow, what an incredible journey through our solar system. We hope you enjoyed learning about all these amazing planets.